Hello everyone, this is Luna, and I'm back with another Duel Links video. I still have one more ranked duel that I have to finish. Wait. Yeah, I do have one more. Okay, I was confused for a second, but... Mazar, that's not a high enough level for me to be distracted. I will go fight you in a second. Be patient. You're the one talking to me about my impatience, so you be patient, okay? Honestly. Just seriously, just be careful, okay? I shouldn't be trusted with things like buttons. Oh my god, why would I click on a button accidentally? Well, you know, maybe I just actually do like pain. I still have no defense for myself when it comes to some of the decisions I've made. And you may be wondering what I have in common with you, Bill. We're not discussing this. Why? Why was it? You know, that duelist pass looks very tempting now. If my opponent is wondering what took me so long to even do anything, it's because of their theme music. I obviously prefer you Bell's theme music over a lot of themes. And I really do legitimately like their theme. It's not something that I'm saying because it's just I'm biased. Hell no. I really like that music, and you guys should know that. I said all kinds of things that I like. Like, for example, a lot of music I'm saying I like is villain theme music. Though sometimes I like the rivals theme music as much as the villains ones. What? And sometimes I like a rival's theme just as much as a villain's theme. Or a former antagonist theme. Revolver comes to mind, I like his theme music. But he's not really a villain, he's more of an antagonist and a rival. I mean, sure, he did some shit, but how many, I mean, seriously, how many of us can say we haven't done some shit? We're all human, right? Come on, there's some dark shit in your past. You've got some dark skeletons, that's what makes us human. Our darkness, we are human because we have both light and darkness. And it's weird if you don't. This is why I roast Adrian, because he makes no sense. I mean, I also make no sense, but I've got better reasons for that compared to him. I roast him more than Paradox for that reason. Because Paradox, he has some darkness in his heart, and that makes him easily more relatable compared to Adrian, who is not relatable because who the fuck has no darkness in their heart? I would be taken advantage of because I'm normal. Well, not really, but if I could be anything but this, I would still have darkness in my heart somewhere. Because pretty much all of us do. Okay, go ahead. I didn't know you wanted yourself to leave the graveyard. Wait, why would anyone want to be in the graveyard? Oh, actually, you just you know what? That sounds like that's the most in-character thing you've done all duel. Just steal yourself from the field. Well, steal yourself from the graveyard. That's what I meant. Okay. You know, hold on a second. I'm actually going to discard this. I'm going to, this is very necessary, Yubel. Listen, I have to win this. It's very important. You understand, right? Of course you get it. I'm probably the only person you're okay with losing against. Well, at least in terms of my active character. I mean, I've lost against you, Belle, at the gate, and they were just disappointed. They were just like, no, that's not good enough. Yes, I agree. I should always do better. Okay, fusion summon again. Alright. I am not delusional enough to believe that you wouldn't destroy yourself. Well, it's kind of your thing with your 3 forms. Although if I had multiple forms, I would have more than 3. Because 3, not enough. I need more than that. I need at least 10. And after that, I still need more, like 20, 30, 50. Is 50 enough? No, I think I would have to go into the thousands. You may think I'm joking. And to an extent, that's true. But, I mean, as true as it may be, let's think about this, okay? If you see something that looks cool, then aren't you enough? Dude, listen, how many of us have made an OC, and we've changed that OC for multiple fandoms and series? It's like, you love that character that you've made, but also, you have to change them every time you change series you're working with. Otherwise, that OC doesn't make sense. And I think it makes a lot of sense. What? Wait a minute. I've already pronounced this. Shark, stop telling me to chill out. I don't want to. Oh, God. Anyway, I guess most people wouldn't have 1,000 forms if they had... I guess that is a bit high, but I do think that that whenever I see a cool species, I'm just like, I want to make a form for that. That species looks badass. I'm gonna make a form for it. Which is why I probably should chill just a bit. But why is the scene album repeating itself? You should really learn to chill out. Shark, maybe I would if you and Yuma would cease interfering with our missions. Only a Barian would say that! And that's because I am one. My name is Mazar. I will take possession of every number that exists in this world. Really? I don't even... No. You don't want number 4, trust me. Not even 4 wanted number 4. He complained that it was a jellyfish of all things. Go ahead. What's stopping you? Oh, that's right. Me. I have a bone to pick with you Barians for what you did to me. Am I supposed to remember what that was? Why would I remember what I did to a human? Mazar, it was less than 24 hours ago. Unless, of course, you're suggesting I'm not human. Have you been talking to Varus? Did he give you some weird ideas? Why would you get weird ideas from a human, of all people? Dear God. Grr. You would save yourself a lot of hurt if you simply hand over your numbers. Hell no! The point is I only want relief from my suffering when I've reached success. I have to succeed first. You know, that is the first time the scene album has done something like that to me. What is going on with you, Duel Links? Is this... You know, maybe I should go to the scene album and see if there are question marks again in there. Or maybe that's some kind of weird exception. Why would that be an exception? I don't know. But mobile games of all kinds are not immune to bugs. Especially after you've... You know what? This game has lasted a while. But I have not seen nearly as many bugs in this game as I have in Gems of War. In fact, most of the bugs I've heard about are before this account existed. And this doesn't stop the game from messing up here and there, but it's usually connection issues, and that's it. Alright, Mazar, you have to pay for what you've done. Honestly. I'm not going to elaborate on everything I say, because then we'd be here all day and all year. I've just done so much, and honestly, I've been through so much, and if I compare myself too much, it's going to turn into a disaster. And you're going to be like, why would you admit to that? And I'm just like, again, shouldn't I be honest with my audience? What is wrong with that? Some people would be like, there's a lot wrong with that if you're confessing to the wrong shit. Some shit happened decades ago. Honestly. We can learn to chill, America. And yes, I will call out America specifically. I believe that America has a special kind of stupid that cannot possibly be duplicated anywhere else. And I told my therapist this, and she could see it. She understood what I meant. And she mentioned that we just haven't been around that long as a country, and I'm just like, yeah, if we're not careful, we won't even exist to be a country for another, how old is this country? Let's see, it was founded in 176. What? No, it wasn't! It was founded in 1776. And that's what the textbooks tell me. Hold on a second, I'll do the math here since it's so quick. I've got the calculator just pinned to my taskbar. I'm probably not even the only person. Okay, so this nation is 247 years old. On July 4th, it will be 248 years old. If we're not careful, we won't even live for another 248 years. Our country can just crumble. And you may be like, I didn't come here for that shit. Most people don't come here for my dark shit. And that's the point of comparing myself to someone that you probably don't want to hear a comparison for. Well, I've done my fair shit. You know, I've done some weird shit. I'm into some weird shit. You know, I'm mostly tame, actually, when it comes to the department of being into weird shit. I've heard of worse. Trust me. I've seen worse. I don't want to elaborate further. I'm still recovering from that. Maybe it's... I mean, I don't want to kink shame anyone, but... there are some kinks where I'm just like... If you have this kink, you probably have an issue and you need to get help. This does not apply to most kinks. Just a select few of them. But if you have it as a kink, I'm just like, what is going on with you? Alright, the raid is complete. Some people compensated for my downfall. I didn't lose, I got a draw. I mean, I guess same difference according to this game, but whatever. Okay. Oh, listen, Mazar, we have to talk. I would like you to spawn. Yes, that level right there. It's not good enough, but it will satisfy me for now. Alright, we're going into battle. You think you're safe from me? Well, you're never safe from me. I can see exactly where you are at all times. I actually don't mean that, Mazar, because I don't have enough of a memory to retain that information. And I'm fine if you think otherwise, but I mean, really. I have some dark secrets. Oh shit. You know, this really does make me want to switch to Kite. But I'm not going to. You may be like, why though? You just said... Let's ignore that. That detail is not important. You may be like, what do you mean it's not important? It's not important. Let's move on. I know the damage I do would be higher if I did switch to Kite, but... I mean... My damage rank is high enough, and I prefer Sharp. I just like his character more. You may be like, why do you prefer him over Kite? I don't know. It's been a while. I just relate more to Shark. You may be like, how? We're not discussing this. Okay, I activate my skill. I think I do benefit from having another one. The only problem with doing this is I can't Xyz summon. But that's not a bad thing, especially given what could happen. If he summons Taki and Dragon, at least I have an out for that. I can just lose one of my Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragons. This event is really pushing the idea that you need to play as Kite. It's kind of like when you were pushed to play as Yusei, although I wasn't really pushed into doing that. I just made the decision on my own every now and then. You may be like, okay, weird decision, weird reasoning, but sure. Guys, my reasoning is often questionable. Even when I make more of an effort to make sense, it's still questionable. So, Mazar, would you like to hear about my questionable taste? No, you don't. I can tell. You're just giving me some weird stare. I don't even know how I can tell when you speak. Where's your mouth? How can I tell when you're talking? Man, that is so weird. This is a thing I have with all Barians, really. And they're probably all genderless. And because I don't know how they're created. And they don't have mouths. And while some of them definitely are heavily gendered, consider Marag, it's just like, looking gendered doesn't mean you have a gender. Honestly. And you may wonder if I'm starting to have an issue with genders. Not really. Just stereotypes. I hate stereotypes. Put stereotypes in the garbage. Are you really doing it? Really? No. Okay. I hate this. Alright then. You really want to mess with me, huh? You want to do something that is against your well-being. Go ahead. Go ahead. You'll just mean nothing to me in a second. I mean, things change after a while, but still, you'll mean nothing. You know, I can just make you respawn at a high level again. How do I do that? Oh, I can be very persuasive. Very persuasive. In fact, so persuasive that it's honestly terrifying. Don't get in my way. I'll be back to kill you. Yes, I mean that. Don't judge. I can see you over there staring at me. Thinking that I don't do anything just well. You know, I haven't known you for very long, Mazar. But I already think you've got issues. And I think you should work through them. You know, as someone that also has issues. I could help you, you know. You'd just have to start viewing humanity in a better light. You know, so my humanness doesn't bother you. You do realize that I just don't like what you did. Alright, we're going to do this again. I am not done. But guys, I know this is annoying. But you guys know this isn't just me finishing off the current battle. So do you guys really have to see that? I mean, you guys have seen plenty. I can record later. You know, again. And that's going to wrap things up for this video. I'm going to destroy Mazar some more, and I'll be back later. Mazar and I can just have a talk that isn't quite appropriate for YouTube. It's a bit sensitive, if you get my drift.